Hi,
A
John.
little shorter than
This
than
first
that
question
big guy.
comes from a fan from VH1.com. This is from Sharon Love from Detroit. Wants to know, what's the funniest thing you've ever had sent to you on the internet?
On the internet? What's the funniest thing that's been said to me on the internet? Ah. You mean like doing those online things when people call you up? They ask you all kinds of crazy questions. They ask me for Summer of Sam, you know, if when I was doing my sex scenes, was I aroused or not aroused, and what happens to a guy when he's in those situations.
What was your answer?
You know, it's always bad because it's bad if you get aroused and it's bad if you don't. So either way, it sucks for a guy. Women, you're lucky, you know. It doesn't show. I didn't get to see it. I missed out. I was still trying to get over Christina Aguilera's shorts. That still burned in my mind. You know, she kept grabbing my ass. I couldn't concentrate. It was very difficult. Yeah, it was, because I mean, the thing is, when you put the votes to the last minute, who's gonna on the internet, and you give the power there, you didn't know anything, you know. And I had, like, you know, things prepared, and then people get presenters always get nervous too, and they drop out, so you have to jump in and figure out, you know, jump in and save the day at that moment. It was hectic, you know. It's not as easy. It's not as safe. You know, when you got your own show that you wrote and you know all the bits and you can improvise freely, it's a piece of cake. This, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, any problems can arise at any moment, and you have to try to, like, save it every moment. But it's exciting. It's like falling out of a plane, you know, without a parachute. So that's kind of cool. It's much more exciting. I mean, the adrenaline inside of me is kicking so bad, you know, and my baby's due right now, so that, you know, there's a lot of pressure today. It's gonna be one or the other. That's for sure. That's what usually happens.
What's the due date,
Trust
John?
me. What?
What's your wife's due date?
Today. Wearing the most expensive jacket tonight. This is a $20,000 alligator jacket by Calvin Klein. And Calvin Klein better give me this damn jacket.
Do you get to keep it?
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I mentioned it. I'm no fool. I'm hoping that if I keep mentioning it enough, he's gonna have to give it to me from shame. The pants, I think, are 40. The whole thing is like $60,000. I don't have the pants. He wouldn't give me that. He didn't trust me, because I'm Latin. That's why, motherfucker. He knew I'd walk on that plane and never see me again.
Why wasn't your butt in the little contest out there?
Because I'm keeping my butt to myself these days. Having a baby, you know, there's only one butt you want to watch, and that's your baby's butt.
Speaking of butts, is there a butt that you would have voted for if you'd had the opportunity?
Wow, there were a lot of good butts. How come Little Kim's butt wasn't up there is what I always want to know. Little Kim's got a serious... Who else? There was a couple other butts missing. Jennifer's is awesome. I mean, that's how women should be shaped. And that's how my girlfriend's going to be shaped. So I'm getting used to that image.
Was it awkward standing there?
You know, in this business, you meet so many butt heads, you know. It's second nature. All right, y'all, I gotta go have a baby. Thank you.